Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. My name is Asad Yaqub and I am from Lahore, Pakistan. But this time I am here between the pine trees, standing on a mountain, making this Ielts video for you in Patriata, Murray. Anyways, in this video, I'm going to tell you some words, some phrases and some sentences which are quite useful for comparison. In your Ielts essays, sometimes you got to do comparison, and even in speaking part 3, you have to do some comparison. So you must be familiar with the expressions that are used to compare one thing with another. Let's just take a start. For example, if you got to compare something from the past with something from the present, you can say, streets were just as narrow as they are today. In the past, streets were just as narrow as they are today. So as for comparison. Is that clear? Now you can make other sentences with the help of this sentence. The cottage was the same as it had been. The cottage was the same, past simple, as it had been, past perfect. So you're comparing two things in the past. For one thing you are using past simple, and for the other you are using past perfect. The new buildings are considerably less ornate than the old buildings, or something like that you can write. It was by far the most elegant hotel. By far the most means now there isn't anything left. For example, he is by far the most intelligent student of this class. Right? Or she is by far the most attractive lady in the film industry. Like that, okay? Most elegant lady in the film industry. Next, the further south you travel, the warmer it becomes. I can say the further, we've got north. Yeah, further north you travel, the colder it becomes. In my country, Pakistan, the further north you travel, comma, the colder it becomes. So I'm already in north and it's really pleasant over here. Next, it looks very similar to, for example, my country looks very similar to India. Or you can say, this book looks very similar to that book. Or my dress looks very similar to yours. I'm comparing, okay? My habits look very similar to yours, like that. Then the places are alike. For example, you can say these two things are alike, these two brothers are alike, these two houses are alike, means they are just like the same. Next, we use compared with. Now we use compared with, then there is something we're going to compare. For example, compared with Paris, Rome is very beautiful, or Rome is more beautiful. Yes. Compared with Paris, Rome is more expensive. Compared with Paris, Rome is more expensive. On the one hand and on the other hand. On the one hand, you can talk about one thing. On the other hand, you can talk about the opposite thing. Next, the main difference between Rome and Paris is the people. Or the main difference between Rome and Paris is the language. Because in Rome they speak Italian, in Paris they speak French. So the main difference between Rome and Paris is the language. Nevertheless, it is a cozy town. Nevertheless, you said something negative and now you're going to say something positive. Then you say, nevertheless, it is a cozy town. You say, this town has so many issues. This town has warmer climate. This town has this and that. And then say at the end, nevertheless, it is a cozy town. In contrast with. Now we use this phrase in contrast with whenever you are going to find contrast between two things. For example, in contrast with winter desertion, in the summer the resort is swarming with tourists. In contrast with winter desertion, desertion means nobody came there, nobody visited that place. So in contrast with winter desertion, in the summer the resort is swarming with tourists. Swarming means full of. Swarming with means full of tourists. So I repeat, in contrast with winter desertion, in the summer the resort is swarming with tourists. I'm here in Murray, and in Murray people come in summer. In winter hardly people come here. So I can say, in contrast with winter desertion, in the summer Murray is swarming with tourists. Right? So this is how you can compare, and remember, you need comparison in IELTS writing, essay writing, and you need comparison in IELTS speaking part 3. Thank you very much guys. If you like this video, hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe my channel. I run another channel, Asad Yaqub Vlogs. You can subscribe to that channel as well. But before I finish, I just want to show you these phrases so you can note them down from compare to here. So you can just make a list and learn these phrases. Take care. Thank you very much. I'm enjoying. You should enjoy, and IELTS should be your target. A good bench score in IELTS is your target. Take care. Allah Hafiz.